football season, everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams, two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage. The 11-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Morton. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
They'll hand it off. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about it when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
First down and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The completion makes it second and short. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a big 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
From their own 7, it's now second and long. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's up and good. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one sails out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Third down play for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Now it's second down here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Jadowski. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And the Gators moving quickly down the field here. Ball handed off. Just trucks the man. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Ducks are going to cash in this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Fighting off the defender. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's just wide open over there downfield. Kirk, what happened on the coverage that time?
Chris, I don't know how you lose the big tight end like that, but they did. I think it's just blown coverage. Whatever defense they were in, they need to make some adjustments, make sure that doesn't happen again.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Tough running there. Touchdown, Oregon. Wills his way to the end zone.
Man, this running back would not go down. You could just tell by the way he was running, he was not going to go down easy. The defense just unable to wrap him up as he goes into the end zone for the score.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He'll try a pass here. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Offense getting set. It's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. And looking for a big play here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Scanning the field, it's Morton. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes the catch downfield. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. One more play before they head to the locker room. And the single back takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Handoff in a single back formation. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective.
They bring the heat and the blitz works. They've got him.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Makes the defender miss. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounce back here. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be in the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To the air, it's Morton. And he slings this pass over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball.
On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And it's no good. He missed it. Still a 17-point lead after that miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Cut quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Pass complete and second down now. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Fights off a defender. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times, he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The back's got it. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Here's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot.
Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to field it. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And he'll set up to throw. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And that'll do it. We